good, whatever you want it to be. Welcome to Wicked God's Child YouTube channel with guest host Candy Nelson. I would like to start out by apologizing to all of you that have been looking for last week's and tonight's, but way late, videos on Morgellons. I have had my hands so full. I had my daughters come visit from Oregon last week to come see their little sisters play in high school, and that was a 3 night thing, three day event. Then I was making trips to the airport, and also on top of that, I started a new position with a different client. So, private investigator here and process server. So, again, that's why it's been so messed up. And I apologize to you too, Candy, because I know you're always so good and faithful and loyal about being here. So, thank you guys for being patient. And yes, I am a terrible interviewer. We already know this. So, I'm just juggling a lot, I gotta say. How are you doing, Candy?
Okay. I told you I was going through some depression stuff, and we can
Yeah.
talk about that because I think that's important. I need to vent that.
I agree. That would be good. So, would you like to start with that? I'm losing stuff.
Okay, it's really hard for me.
I'm gonna put you
Well,
up too.
anybody that's seen like any of my past pictures or videos, it was just I was such a god awful mess. Yeah, I still got my battle scars, but hey, it's like, oh my God, I've just come so far. And
Yes, you have.
so my depression part that I've been going through lately is because I have so many people ask me when they see the before pictures and the after. It's like, oh my God, what did you do to get rid of that? What did you do to help yourself? And I'm like, I don't know what to tell them because I did so much and I just don't know what the magic potion is. So I'm kind of going through like a survivor's remorse thing, I guess. And it's just a horrible feeling, and I feel like that I don't know what to tell them to help themselves, because like I said again, I did so much, I just don't know. And
Right.
so it's been, and then another thing too, that there was times I spent like, I mean, the whole damn day would be gone. I'd spend like 12 hours, 8, 10, 12 hours on debris stuff out of my body. And I spent all my time focusing on trying to get rid of this stuff. And now I don't have to do that anymore. And it's like, it's like I've lost myself because that was part of me and now it's
That was
not
all
there
you
anymore.
knew. Yeah.
Yeah. And, so it's been a rough feeling.
I hear you. And
And
I'm
so I
sorry
just,
that you're going through that. I can
well,
tell
I
you
mean,
this much though. It's this is a journey that I believe that we all have to have on our own. And I think that they're all, let's see if I can get us back there. I think that every journey is unique and different. You know, I don't think that this was written in stone how it's going to be for one another. And I think that you have walked this path for so long. I mean, 20 years, and you've done so much for the Morgellons communities and individuals that over the years have become your friends, and you're your peer. We look up to you, and so many of us. So I want to say thank you for doing that. But maybe it's candy time, like I was telling you last night. Maybe it's time for you to just enjoy you and your husband, and don't worry about you know trying to
it's,
fix or
it's
do,
kind of
and
like, I
just
don't
get
even
used to
know.
being you again.
Yeah, but I don't even know who I am anymore because it's like that's all I had for all those years, and it's like, okay, where am I? What am I supposed to do with myself? I'm not. It's not like I don't have plenty of housework to catch up on after 20 damn years, but
Yeah.
it's,
Just
I
you
can't.
feel like you're just out of place, huh?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
just feel like I just like something's not. It just not sitting right. I feel like I talked to my husband today because I talked to a friend of mine a couple days ago. I haven't talked to her in a really long time, and she told me. She said I was just thinking about you, and I was telling my daughter 30 minutes ago what horrible shape you was in and how bad you had this. And she said, and I had you on my mind, and then you turned around and you called me. And so she's telling me this, and I was like, Bobby, it's all gone. She's like, what? She's like, oh my God. I was like, yeah, it's all clear. And as far
You
as the
look so
physical
good.
part, the lesions, and the rashes, I said, no, I know it's not completely cured. I don't want to ever say that because, yeah, of course things are going to pop up, but at least I've got it to a manageable state. Before it just wasn't there. And she's like, oh my God, I
Right.
cannot believe that you got rid of all that stuff. And I'm like, but the problem is I did it to her. I said, I can't tell anybody how to fix themselves. And my main thing all along was I just wanted to see the other side of this. And well, I'm on the other side of it, but how
And
do
now what?
I how do I help other people? I don't know what to do anymore. And so I started talking to her about my encounters with my doctors, and she said to me, she's like, Candy, she's like, you know how to talk to your doctor. She said a lot of people don't have that ability to be able to do that. She said, you've done that successfully, so maybe that's what you're
Yep.
supposed to do now is like,
Yeah.
you know, you
I
know,
agree. That's what we talked about last night too. I think you have this special gift for reaching out and actually making progress when it comes to speaking, not just with people, but doctors especially, because that's the one thing, Cammy, no. Sorry, I've got a dog under my legs. That's the one thing that most people have, really struggle with because doctors just don't seemingly want to listen. And when you have this, you get that brain fog and you're just stumbling over yourself to try to explain to them, what's going on. And it comes out in just like everything at once. And you have a gift for that. So, you've already been so much help to everyone. But I mean, that's a talent and a gift that I think God gave you. And I would say 100% I agree with that. That's where you are. That's what you do the best.
well, and it was kind of funny because you were just asking me about the billboard, not too long ago, and all of a sudden it popped up on my memories, and where I had done the
Yay.
billboard years ago, and so I was like, I was reading all the comments and everything, and I was like, oh my
See,
gosh, I
people
was
need to see that. You need to show them. That was such a great accomplishment. I mean, you make all of us so proud for doing that. And thank you because a lot of people don't have that courage. It's a courageous step, and you've just taken so many of them. So, do you have it
well,
to show possibly, or?
I don't know. It's on my profile page. It's like my background on my profile. But
I
'cause
see.
I'm like, when they first asked me about doing that first one ever of its kind billboard, and I was like, oh, I don't know. I'm like, I need to talk to my husband about this. So I talked to him. He's like, oh, don't do it, don't do it. He's like, you're gonna put your face on it. I was like, oh, you know what?
I'm
I'm
proud
like,
of you.
no, balls to the wall. I'm doing it, dude. So
You know
I
what?
was
And you
like,
were beautiful then, and you're beautiful now, and your inside is just
well, the
so
biggest problem was
powerful. It's incredible.
they asked me, for like pictures. And so, me, it's like, I mean, in my pictures that I sent them, I was smiling. And she's like,
Good.
you can't smile in this. This is like, this needs to be more serious. You can't smile.
And you're like, but I have to smile through life.
I know. I know. So I had to like give that mean, ugly face in the picture, but
Yeah.
and I had to force that. That's not part
Didn't
of
come
who I.
natural for sure. Yeah.
So
Well, you're just a beautiful soul and smiling through the storms and the rain all the time. So you're courageous. So, and hello, hot retarded chick. I say, am I saying that right? She or he is with us. I'm assuming chick. So, they're with us right now. We've got one for sure. If cat, cat, gosh, metaphysician is listening. I'm hoping that you're here or close to my house. If you aren't, come on down so that you can say hi to everyone. I didn't get a chance to call you because I was running late for this podcast. Barely made it in the door to do this. So, all right, Ken, I had to get that out there because she is supposed to be back here soon. She went to Katie to farmers market or something like that. So, anyways, so I'm glad you shared that with us. Because that feeling will let others know that that's going to be something that that will be normal maybe to experience as well. A little bit of depression and whenever you do get clear of it, because if you feel lost. And thank you for explaining it like you did, because I could see how that would happen. I mean, definitely.
well,
But
it's
again, you
not
have that
like
gift of talking to physicians. So,
Well, it's not like I don't have all these things to catch up on. I have friends that are, oh, we need to do lunch. I've got like a list of people that I'm
Right.
supposed to be doing lunch with, and I'm like,
It's
I
just out of
can't
your
even,
element, isn't it, right now?
I
Yeah.
can't even find myself. It's like, the hell. And
Yeah.
then when I talked to my friend, and then I talked to you about, she said, because I feel like, oh, okay, wait a minute, there's got to be something else I can do, to help people. And she's
That
like,
is it.
that's it. You need to. And so I'm like, okay, well, this is going to be not something that I can just wing it with.
Clint.
This
Yeah,
has to
Clint
be
Richardson.
planned
Hello.
out. It has to be planned out. I have to really get my stuff together. And I don't know how to do it, but anyway, so it's not going to
It'll
be
come.
overnight thing, but I did talk to my husband about it today, and I said, "Look, I need to do this, and I know this is going to be my next step, and it might not be, within a month or two, but I'm going to
You
make
don't
that my
have
New
any
Year's
reason to be.
resolution,
Yeah.
and
You
that's
just
going
do
to
it
be my
at your own pace, Candy. When it comes, you'll do it. That's the way it is.
yeah."
But you have come so far, and I mean, you're courageous and you're admired, and don't ever feel pressured like you owe anyone the answers because they're, as far as you and I know, we've tried everything. We don't know what it is that works and what doesn't. And I think it is a spiritual journey that we're all on, and it's all much the same, but all very, unique to oneself. And I just know like mine started getting better, not necessarily from what I was doing, but probably what I was not doing. I didn't have time to think about it for a while, being, staying busy. But, that's, not necessarily saying that it's gone, but it does help, I think. Maybe not focusing on it 100% all the time. So, and just eating healthy for sure, right? But
I
I
don't
don't
know
eat
about that
healthy at
part.
all. Not gonna
I'm not
lie.
too good at
So
that.
I'm not either. Food is food, and I can't. I don't have time to be picky and be like, okay, I want that little green leaf over there. And I'd love to, but I just really, I don't know. We just know that we've tried a lot of millions of different things, right?
Well,
And
it's like I got out of the shower yesterday, and after I got out of the shower, I was cleaning everything, but I started like I touched the top of my foot, and I had this like flaky biofilm crap, and I just kept rubbing it off, and I'm like, okay, there's no lesions there, but I still have the biofilm coating,
yeah,
so it's like I'm still like, so like I said, I'm not like completely free of it, but I'm like, well, that's not lesions, that's not itching, that's not sores, and like,
biofilm.
it's just biofilm, so just rub that shit
Just,
off and just keep going.
yep, there you go. Yeah, I get that. That's always and forever with me. It seems like it's not always visible, but you can always tell when some of it's coming up, or like you said in the shower, and first thing you want to do because you've done it so long, you want to just rub that off. So, but thank goodness because your face looks so beautiful and glowing, and it looks so healed. I mean, look at that; it's incredible. Like, I mean, I'm not even
It
joking.
is.
Like, it's just like a
This
complete
side's really good.
360 degree. Like, it's a whole different you. It's crazy.
Well, this is the side that's really good. I don't know if you can see it from
Yeah,
there,
I
but
see it.
that is
Move over a
really
little
good.
bit to your. It would be to your right. Do that again, and then move to the other side.
This one,
Now move your shoulder over some
my
to a little bit more in front of the
shoulder. I
camera.
can't
There
because I'm
you
looking away
go.
from it.
Yeah, that looks so much better. Oh my goodness, all of
Yeah,
it though.
this side's
You look
still a
so
little.
pretty. I mean,
You
you're
can
already
still see
beautiful, but
here. You can still see some of this here, but I
yeah, but
mean,
it's so your skin is healthy and shiny and glowing and just I mean I'm telling you from when you were here over the summer in June or whatever month that was July when we went to New Mexico. I mean you were pretty broken out in the lesions and this is just unbelievable. Like you just look like 100% different person right now, and you just look youthful and. Even though you're depressed, you still look beautiful and happy. I mean, you just always still have a smile no matter what, and I love that about you. So,
thank
but
you.
man, your face looks good. All of you, all of you.
I need
I'm
to see.
happy.
Let me go see if I can grab that business card real quick, and I can hold it up here and see if I can see the difference. Hold on.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, yeah, y'all. If you would have seen Candy this summer, she came here and we spent a few days together traveling to New Mexico. Her whole face was just filled with lesions and deep scarring. But she's still beautiful. She just makes everything beautiful that she's around, basically. But I mean, I can't even believe this difference. So you guys will be shocked. And if you can't see it too well in this one, we will try to get another before and after picture together for a future podcast and see if you guys can see better with that. But I mean,
I'm sure I have it on my
she's
phone.
come so far. Okay.
Yeah, you can't really see that well.
Almost see it. If we had some light on it. Yeah, it's not
Let me
gonna.
see if I can get this phone.
Over
See it that well with the cards.
Yeah, it's not gonna show the detail. Dang. I have my TV on too on mute so I can see the comments as well as that, and even on the bigger screen I couldn't. I might have a picture actually on my other phone that I haven't mailed back yet.
Oh, here it is.
Try to get that.
Here it is.
Oh yeah. Okay, let's see. Okay, so hold it more straight and over because that's my ugly face there.
Let's see.
Okay, now it's really just goes down. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, there you are, right there. Perfect. Okay, go back over though and up again, right there. Okay, guys, you see that? Like that's just an incredible change. That's just 100% different. Like wow. And this picture looks good compared to what it actually looked like in real life. I mean, it was torn up. And I had one big one in the middle of my eyes, which I still deal with, but not anything like that. But wow, Candy, that is just.
See if I can. I have another one. I have another one where. Oh, here it is, where I zoomed in on myself. Wait till you see this one.
Oh, it's crazy. Yeah, move it over some. Yeah, a little bit more, right there now.
Hold on, let me turn the lamp on.
Yeah, that's definitely wow. Definitely a big difference, guys. What do y'all think? You think it's
that was that same photo, but I just kind of. That was that same photo. I just cropped myself out.
Yeah, zoomed in. That's like, yeah. I mean, that does more. That looks more like what it was. Wow, I just can't even believe it. Like, wow, you look like a new woman, and I know you feel lost, but man, I'll tell you what. You just live your life and just try not to overburden yourself because you deserve an award for everything you've been doing and have done. But the doctor thing, yep, I'd say that's your calling. You have a very, very special gift for that. And, all of us still, I don't have such a special, in fact, I won't even see a doctor. I refuse to go because I've been hurt and burned by them so bad. So, I mean, you could do wonders in that area. You already have. So look at your face though. That's just crazy. You look so good. I mean, I'm like, that is
feel almost human again.
That's crazy. I mean, even since like week before last, I mean, we didn't really stop to really look at your face real good, but I can see like it's like a new woman. Like you're just back in your 20s now. And even no matter what, even like for your age, and I won't give that away, but I've always thought, man, she is.
Hey, I have no shame in it. I'll tell them I'll be 60 next year. Okay.
Like, there's no way. The woman looks so young. I mean, I never, like, when you told me that, I was shocked, too. And what I will tell you, Kat, metaphysician that's typically here, and here at this house, actually, she's been here for a few days. She's not here right now, but she's going to be 70, or she says she is 70. She's so stunning and youthful. So is that something that the Morgellons give us, back at the end, or what is that?
That's the transhumanism part.
What's that?
The transhumanism part.
GMOs, man. I'm telling you, I've done a bad joke, but it's a good joke. I mean, we just
all the preservatives in our food.
We're preserving ourselves now. You know what? Maybe at least we got a bright side there. You gotta laugh. You gotta laugh, guys. You gotta laugh with it. So we
and eugenics.
That all the time. That's funny though, because I'm serious. Like, you do not look like you're even near 60 years old, and Kat doesn't look near her. I mean, it's just mind blowing, really. But just the fact that those lesions were so covered on your face and really red and deep, and now it's like, wow, who is that? She's like a little model over there, little pinup model. Hey, what does George think about that? Is it a slow process? Did he notice right away, or is he like shocked? Because I mean, I'm shocked right now. So
it's like I told him today. I'm like, oh my God, some lady was in one of the groups and she came out there and she's like, well, you got a good husband. I'm like, look, we've been married 30 years. Okay. This is Morgellons rips everything apart. yeah, it's caused
Families,
problems
right?
for us, and it's been hard on him just as hard as it's been on me. And I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, he might be a good husband, but it's like we've been through hell trying to get to the other side of this. And oh my God, the things. And I told you some of the stories where he told me one night, well, I could just throw you over my shoulder and throw your ass in the truck and take you to the ER. I'm like, okay, whatever, bring it.
Actually, that could be kind of, romantic in a creepy way, I guess. I don't know. It's kind of funny that he said that. Just throw you over my shoulder like a cave woman.
Oh my God. But
But I mean, I know he loves you so much, and he is a good man. And I know it's definitely like you said, it's hard on. I know that I don't have a spouse or a second half, but I can imagine that it would be very hard on both sides because they're trying to stick with it and understand. But 30 years, man, I'd like good for you both. Like you guys both deserve an award because I mean that's a lasting right
well,
there.
he
Like, and
definitely
then you
does
throw the odds
because
in there, all
well,
this stuff, and
well,
you
he
guys are
definitely does
excellent.
because he knows like once I get my claws in something, once I get pissed off about something, it's like, oh, you ain't shutting me up. I'm like, let me
Run!
at
Her feet hit the floor. Run! That's
him.
funny. So funny. Well, I'm happy. I'm like, so you guys are really heroic to me because that's a lot of accomplishment right there. So I admire you guys. And I think I just gave up on that part, but it's okay. I got a dog. I don't have a cat. It'll be the dog
You
lady.
got a
It'll be
dog.
the old dog lady. I had raccoons before too. Maybe I'll be a raccoon lady when I grow up. That's what I'm probably going to
When you
be.
grow up.
Thinking about it. Yeah.
Hey, I have to tell you something else that's pretty crazy amazing that happened to me this week. Like, I started making my little fabric coasters like, 2003, and I think I told you the story. I was sick, didn't know what was going on. So I sat on my sewing machine for like 12 hours a day and just sat there making them damn coasters. And I was putting them in boxes like beer flats. So I had like 15 or 20 boxes of these things, just kept stacking them on the wall. And my husband's like, what are you going to do with those? I was like, I don't know. I just know I'm supposed to make them. It's just getting him. So
You
I
know
was sitting
you got to do it.
making them for like 2 years. And so anyway, so eventually somebody's like, well, you need to set up your booth for Bike Week. And I'm like, what is that? I didn't know what it was. And
No idea.
she's like, yeah, I got a connection. You can do it for free. I'm like, really? So anyway, I went my first year. The only thing I had was coasters, but because I had been doing them for every day for a couple of years, it's like I probably had, I don't know, probably 5,000 sets at $10 a set.
Love it.
So my first year when I did that, I made like $2,800. And
Dang, that's awesome.
yeah, and I had nothing but coasters back then. So anyway, the bikers, they just loved them. And it's like, so I just promised God back then that no matter what, that if he gave me the materials I needed, that I would never raise my prices on those because it's a God promise. I promised God, I'm like, okay, everybody needs a blessing, everybody needs grace. I'm just gonna set it at $10 a set, and I'm never gonna raise my prices. And so once
That's
I
awesome.
set my price, I don't care what it is. It's
That's
like
what it is.
that's what it is forever.
That's
So
awesome.
anyway, so I've been doing this booth for like since 2006, and I've never raised my price. And so I'm like, okay, prices have went up on all the materials and everything, and I'm like, you know what, God, you just give me what I need, and I'm not going to raise my prices. I'm going to stick with that. And so it's just kind of funny because I made that promise, and it's like all of a sudden I would have somebody contact me and say, hey, I got this beautiful fabric, would you like to have it? Or I go to a thrift store and I find other materials, and, it's like I get a bunch of it for like $2 a yard or something. And I'm like, that's crazy how amazing that has been for me.
It's blessings, like little
Yeah.
blessings just for
Yeah.
being a good individual. He's
And so,
blessing you, and you're blessing others.
well, what happened this past week when I buy my materials that I need for different things like my salves, I have to buy coconut oil and beeswax. So I was, I stocked up on it for a couple of years. I had enough to last me. Well, this year I started running low on my coconut oil. Well, around the holidays, they sell it in like a gallon jug at Big Lots, and I was paying $12 a gallon. So I was like, "Oh my God, it's
That's
probably
a good
$20 a
price.
gallon." So
No, isn't
well,
it?
I
Isn't that a
figured
good
it was
price for
gone
it?
up because it's been quite a few years. So I
Yeah.
went to Big Lots to get the coconut oil this year. Guess what? Same price.
No way.
Yeah,
Little
I was
blessings.
so excited. And so then I was like, all of a sudden I noticed that I had run low on beeswax. And so I went to the hobby store, and it was $20 for a 1 pound bar, but it was like it had air pockets in it. So then I went to another hobby store, found a 1 pound bar for $20. It was solid. So I'm like, dang man, $20. I was paying $20 for 2 pounds last year.
Yeah.
You know, what the hell, or the year before. So I'm like, okay. So I bought the solid one for $20. So then I would turn around and go to the flea market to get my essential oils. And I asked them, I said, do you guys have beeswax? They said, no, but they sell honey across the aisle there. Maybe they have some. So I walk over there. This is no joke. And so I asked them if they had beeswax. And she said, well, she said, typically we don't. She said, but my husband just made this one block of it. And she said, he's never tried it before. She said, and it's $12. I said, well, how much does it
What?
weigh? I said, how much does it weigh? So she weighs it. It's 1 pound. So I was like,
Dang.
okay, I'll take it. So I buy the 1 pound block, and this was the real stuff, not the store bought commercial stuff, for
Yeah.
12
Like it's
bucks.
natural.
So now I have the $20 one from the store, the $12 one from the flea market. I get
So you're
home, I
able to keep
smell
your
it.
prices the same too. No inflation.
And
That's
so,
crazy.
but listen to what else happened. So I get home and I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to hold on to this commercial one for $20, and I'm just going to melt down the one I got for 12 and, pour it in my little molds. And so I go on my local Facebook group in my community. I was like, in search of local beeswax. So anyway, the next day I went back out to check to see if anybody replied. I couldn't find my post. So I had to search for it.
Yeah.
So when I hit search for my post, because I was trying to see if anybody replied, all of a sudden this other post from somewhere else, it wasn't even in our community. I don't even know how the hell
A
it even
separate
popped
one.
up. But this thing popped up for get this, 4 pounds and 4 ounces of beeswax for 20
Oh my
bucks.
God. Not completely unassociated with your post.
Exactly. It wasn't even
That's
in that group.
crazy.
And I'm like, oh, so I messaged her. I was like, is this true that this is 4 pounds and 4 ounces for $20? Because I just paid $20 for 1 pound. And she
That's
said
crazy.
yes. And I said, well, if I pay the shipping in a medium-sized flat rate shipping box, will you ship it to me? And she's like, well, I don't think it'll fit a medium. It might be a large. I said, well, just try it and see, because the large is like 20 and medium's
Yeah, not
15.
much difference.
She gets it in the 15 shipping box. I swear to goodness, I'm in utter shock. I pay her. Within 2 hours, she had already shipped it. This was
What?
yesterday.
That
It
is
came
unheard
today.
of.
It came in my mail today. I was like,
Dang.
yeah. And
Man, those are
so
blessings all over because you made a promise and you kept your promise and all
I
those
know,
gifts come back. That's
I know.
awesome.
And so I said, well, you know what? I'm going to get this woman some salves and some soaps, and I'm going to put it in one of those little flat rate shipping boxes, and I'm going to mail her a thank you gift.
Ah,
Yeah.
that's awesome. That is so
I was
cool
so
though.
shocked.
I mean,
I
like all
guess,
the just the event that you just told it in, how it all went down, and then it completely unassociated with your post, and there's pops up while you're on there. That's
I
crazy.
know. I was blown completely away. I just could not believe.
That's
I
awesome.
want you to look at all this if you can see it. Hold on. You can't really see it that well. I don't think I can. I wonder if I can put a picture on here.
You know, we were talking about you doing the booth. Do you remember I told you I saw you at Bike Week? Oh
Yeah, you
wow.
told me that.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I was there on my motorcycle, and I just remember this lady selling these round, like doily looking things. And I was like, those are so pretty. And so that is so weird. It's a small world because we're, Texas and Florida apart. And that was in 2006, I believe, yeah,
Yeah.
I think it was 2006 or seven. But that is crazy. It's a small world on top of like all the little blessings from you being at that booth and the $10, charge that you kept all these years, and all the little blessings coming back to keep it at that price. So that's so neat. God is
And
good. He works in
it
mysterious
was so
ways, and
it
you are
was so
good because you
funny.
kept a promise. So
Well, it was so funny because everybody loved them so much. There'd be people coming up there. They buy like 5 sets at $10 a
they're
set,
pretty.
and then the next thing you know, they're going telling their friends, "Come look at these, check this out," and they bring their friends back, and it's like they buy like 4, 5, 10 sets, and I'm
Do
like,
you still have some?
I do, but
Because I would like to buy one, and I don't know if I can say it on here. But I mean, you guys they're really pretty, and I really would like to say because I know those are make excellent gifts and Christmas. Well, I mean, I don't even care if it makes it in time for Christmas, but they make excellent Christmas gifts. So if you would count me in for actually maybe two of those, so
what you have to tell me what you like because I have different fabrics. So
okay,
deer,
yeah. Do you
eagle,
have like
whatever.
shoot? I'll have to you'll
We
have to
can
call you
talk about
tomorrow
it
and
later.
see.
We can talk about that part later.
Yeah, I want to see. Maybe put it on your personal page too. That way, if people want to go and look, maybe take some pictures and put them on there. Because I mean, I definitely, I'm in. So.
Well, I'm so stretched out because now instead of just doing coasters only, I
Mm-hmm.
started doing like placemats, and then I started doing the vinyl line drawstring bags, and then I started
Oh,
with the
that's
soaps and the
cool.
salves, and I have this
I
and that
like
and the
the
other.
drawstring bags are awesome to have. And the salves, I'm gonna have to. Yeah, I need to talk to you tomorrow for sure because I need some good gift ideas. Plus, I just need some for me. I'm not gonna lie. So, but I like to, once in a while we gotta spoil ourselves with stuff that feels good on our skin. So, and I'm really bad about putting stuff on at all lately because I've been sleeping like 5 to 6 hours a night. So
Oh my
it was a
god!
crazy hectic week. So again, I apologize, guys, for us not being here last week. That is all me. That is all my fault. I mean, it was a haywire. I was driving home from Austin from a job I was doing there, and I didn't make it home until like 9 o'clock that night. And then tonight, I mean, I literally like got home from work, ran my daughter into town, and time just got away. I'm like, is it Friday? And my daughter's like, yeah. I'm like, oh my gosh. So my apologies. It was all my fault. So, and we still have a couple people here with us. I don't know where Cat Metaphysician is. I feel bad because she doesn't have very good service, and I think she has to go to where she can get like reception from someplace that has internet. So I know she wanted to be on here, and if you all get a chance to check out her page or channel, her YouTube channel, she has a YouTube channel, Cat Metaphysician. What else was it called? I can't ever remember because it's so long. But if you look up even Cat Metaphysician, you'll find it.
Let me see if I can
But
find.
yes, check out her channel also. And she's, fellows Morgellons person, and very, very nice lady. And she's been all around traveling. So she's like the third person I got to meet. Candy was the first Morgellons person I ever met in real life, and I got to meet Kat, and it's been a pleasure. I mean, really with everyone, but you guys are my family. I don't like all of you guys are my family. My family left me. You know how that song? I'm not Lisa. My family left me when I got Morgellons. Would never be a country singer.
And I got ran over by a reindeer.
Somebody who I probably wish that I did. Lisa got ran over by a reindeer coming home from Candy's Christmas Eve. She was gonna go pick up her old doilies, but you know what happened? Now we believe. Yeah. Yep. Gonna refrain from singing now for sure. So, you guys doing anything for Christmas? Anything fun, special?
My one of my daughters and her boyfriend's supposed to come over. Her live-in boyfriend. They're engaged now, so.
Aw.
But,
Well, good. Good, good, good. That'll
and
be fun. It's just going to be me and my daughter here. My mom and dad's going on a cruise. My sister is going to my brother's. And they have a house in Colorado also. I didn't get invited again. Never do because I have Morgellons. So, but that's okay because this job is keeping me flipping busy. So I'm on top of process serving was enough. But apparently there's a lot of cheating spouses out there because investigator Lisa's been really busy lately watching for those. So, I mean, a lot. It's like crazy. It's unbelievable how many calls for that there is. And so call me if you guys know of anyone. Candy won't have that issue, but you can tell your daughter just in case. No, just kidding. No, is he nice? He's a good guy, right?
yeah,
Is he a pretty good guy? Nice to her
I,
and everything?
I believe so. So but I got too many battle scars. It's like it takes me a long time to trust.
I heard that one. Yeah. Yeah, I hear you. Your face looks so good. I'm just like shocked. Like
Thank
you
you.
just literally are glowing too. You're just very, very healthy, good skin. I love it. So, all right, dear. Anything else you can think of? I just mainly wanted to apologize to everyone and to you too because left you hanging last week driving and I
No, it's
couldn't do anything
okay.
about it.
I mean, my gosh, I don't know what the hell else we're supposed to do. It's like we just do our best with what we got. What was that I said the other
Yeah.
day? It's like it's not what you have, it's what you do with what you have. You know?
Exactly. When someone gives you lemons, throw the lemons back at them. Oh, that's not how that goes. Just kidding.
Did I say
Actually,
that?
maybe it is. When life hands you lemons, just throw them back. Dang it. Not really, but I mean, some of that was like maybe a little serious. So, all right. Well, again, I want to apologize. And to those of you that watched me talk with Kat the other night outside on the deck, and again, I apologize. I'm not an interviewer. I'm not good at that. And that was literally last minute, 3 seconds out of the blue. I walked in from work and we were just out there on the deck. So we just decided to do it really quick. And apparently, I have Morgie mouth, Morgie breath, and Morgie everything. So but I try, guys. I mean, I'm human at the end of the day, and there's no instructions that come with any of this. The best we can do is try. And I mean, I like to just say, maybe like try to look at the bright side and the positive things in people, and let's not all focus on the negative all the time because there is a lot of positive. There really is, and I'm just blessed to have you all. I know that's the biggest blessing in my life. So thank you. And Candy, I love you. Thank you for being my friend and my family as well, and for just doing what you've done. You're always a blessing to
Well,
everyone.
and
So
I just want to remind everybody again, there's just nothing like in this world if you get the opportunity to go meet someone face to face that has Morgellons, because I'm telling you, you will be so bonded. It's
it is
like,
true.
man, I mean, I was like, when my daughter asked me about, going to California, if there was anybody I wanted to meet along the way, I was like, yeah, I got to see Lisa.
I
So,
was so freaked
yeah,
out when you called me. I'm like, yes.
yeah. And it was like when we met, it was like in this parking lot, it was pouring down rain. And I was just like, I didn't
Yeah,
even
she
care.
was
I
just.
just
We
jumped
both
right
got out
out
in the
in it.
rain, just hugged each other, didn't even realize it. I was so excited that man, and she's right, guys. There's nothing like meeting someone. I mean, you bond immediately. Like that's my sister right there. I love her so much. You guys are all my family. But you got to meet her. You got to meet her, Candy, especially Candy. She's a great person. But George is not. He's not going to want to come out. He doesn't want to go play. So,
Yeah, he's
so tell
kind of
George I'm
like,
thankful for him anyway.
yeah, he's like, he doesn't like to like
Yeah,
get,
mingle.
yeah. And I'm like,
I get
okay,
it. My dad's the same way. So
it's in my
actually, I'm
blood.
kind of like that
Okay, I
too.
just got to do it. I told him, I'm like, I just got to. I just can't not.
I'm so happy that you did. That was the best trip either. Even though it was a whirlwind trip to New Mexico, we had the best time. We talked the
Yeah.
entire way. It was so
And
much fun.
that first video we did, that was funny. I still look back on that and I
Yeah, I
watch it
watched that the
sometime.
other
I'm like,
day. It was
oh,
fun, and
wow.
it was fun doing it. We had not slept at all. We were like, literally, it looked like we'd been out on pulling an all nighter, and we did, but it wasn't the kind of all nighter you thought. We drove
Yeah, we
through.
looked like we was cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
We definitely were. We're parked in front of a Blake's Burger, and I mean, I was like, I felt like I was half asleep. I woke up the second we were doing that because I mean, you're hilarious anyway. You keep me laughing. So good times all the time. So all right then. I guess if you don't want to add anything else or think of anything, we'll both hang up or get off here and be like, oh man, I was going to talk about that. So
Hey,
anything triggered
we
there?
could personal chat after, because I got something else I need to talk to you about anyway.
Sounds good. Sounds good. All right, you guys. Well, we love you and thank you again for bearing with us and working out the kinks, especially for me because and I am I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I'm learning. I should be a pro, but I'm not. I've battled brain fog on top of that really bad. But no excuse to ever neglect my fellow Morgies or to ever talk over them. So I apologize. I don't mean to cross my heart, hope to die. No, I don't want to die yet. Well, maybe, but not right now. So breathe, Lisa. All right, girlie. I love you. I'm going to talk to you in a minute. And to everyone else, mwah, we love you. And Merry, Merry, Merry Christmas. Well, we'll talk to you Friday.
Hey,
Merry Christmas, too, though.
give me 5. I got a few things to do.
All right, sounds good. I was going to go like, here, five. High five.
All right.
High
Good
five.
night, everybody.
Love you guys. Bye.